Hi guys, Jason from Mr. Physio. Today I'm going to talk about how to walk. And before that, I would like to thank everyone for supporting and following me from my Korean channel. I will try my best to get another one. Okay, there are three things you have to know about walking. First of all, we're walking like a snake. We are walking with both feet, so our midline is moving side to side when we walk. We are not walking straight forward because we are not walking on a straight line like this. Of course, when we walk like that, our center of mass is going forward, going straight forward. But since we're walking with both feet, the center of mass is moving from one point to the other, like that. This is a diagonal movement, not straight forward. So in the end, we're walking in a zigzag line, like that. So if I move from left to right, that's a diagonal movement. But how we can change the direction? Because we're moving from left to right this way. So if I keep walking, I'm going like that. But that direction has to change somehow at some point, right? So let's have a look at what's happening in our foot. So I was moving from left to right. So that's a diagonal movement. So I've already created a tendency to keep going towards the direction I was heading to the right side, diagonal way, that way, right? Because of that, as I make a heel contact, my weight is actually going more towards the outer side of the foot. We've got more flesh on the outer side of the foot because we've been doing that for thousands of years. We've evolved into this. So I made a heel contact. Before that, I was moving from left to right. And because of the inertia, my body keeps going towards that direction. That's actually putting more weight on the outer side of the foot. So not midline, it's going a little bit out to the side, like a starting point of that inner flesh. And then the direction has to change to the opposite side, right? And that will happen when we swing the other leg. So our weight is right above the ball of the foot. So when I bring my left leg forward, my right foot has to push off. And when we push off, it's actually doing a little bit of, external rotation. So when the weight has reached around the ball of the foot, you're actually turning your foot a little bit out to the side to go to the left side. Because we are moving from left to right side, and now the direction has to change to the opposite side, like that. Of course, you have to use your hip muscles to change the direction, especially the gluteus medius, the side hip muscle. When you walk, I told you our midline is actually moving side to side about 5 centimeters. So if my pelvis has moved from left to right about 5 centimeters, my left foot is actually a little bit abducted. Abduction is this movement, bringing your leg out to the side. So in relation to my pelvic position, my left leg is actually going out a little bit. That's the main action of the gluteus medius, hip abduction. And then, as I told you, we're actually doing a little bit of like external rotation. Plus, we are doing the extension as well. So these three movements, abduction, hip external rotation, and extension, has to happen at the same time. And those movements have to happen through your hip muscles. And to activate your hip muscles better, you have to put your weight on your heel and onto the outer side of the foot, not on the inside. If you put your weight on the inside, you will activate the adductor muscles. And if you put your weight on the front part of your foot, you will activate your thigh muscles. So putting your weight on your heel and on the outer side of the foot can actually help your gluteal activation when we change the direction like that. Lastly, you have to rotate your upper body to walk better. I just told you we have to put more weight onto the outer side of the foot, not the inside of the foot. And body rotation can help with that. You can see my right foot arch is being lifted as I rotate towards the right side, like that.
You can test yourself. You stand up and just rotate your body side to side. As you rotate to the left, your left foot arch will be lifted a little bit and putting more weight onto the outer side of the foot. So it's the same when you walk. As you rotate to the right side, your right foot arch is being lifted. That will put more weight on the outer side, and you can activate your glute better as you step forward. And when you rotate your body, you can do a sling movement better. Sling is a group of muscles that are used together in our body. You've got front slings to connect your oblique muscles and the opposite adductor muscles, like that. And you've got back slings that connect your legs with your glutes. So if you rotate when you push forward, you will use the left glutes with right legs, the back sling. Because when you bring your right arm backwards, that will activate the lats, and as you push forward, that will of course activate your left glutes. So these line of back sling is being used together when you do that, and then you will use the opposite sling as you push forward with your right foot. Of course, you don't need to rotate your upper body too much, but it's always better to do some arm swings than walking with smartphone like zombie. To sum up, we don't walk straight forward. In fact, we walk like a snake, and that side to side movement has to be controlled in your foot and your hip. And to control the side to side movement, you have to be able to put your weight onto the outer side of the foot after making the heel contact, so that you can use the hip muscles better. And also the body rotation can help you with that. That's all for today, and see you next time.